And then I'm gonna ask that you come down to your back if you're not already there. We're gonna start to play with our hips and our low back and open up this second chakra and make sure our energy of creativity is flowing freely. So we're gonna start lying on our back with our knees bent, and we're gonna do something called a vertebrae pull away. So your spine is designed to move like water, okay, which is the element that we're focusing on today, going with the flow. But because of our modern lifestyle, our low back bones tend to get really compressed. So we're going to work today to bring some awareness to those low back bones, create a little bit more space so that our hips can move more freely, our energy can move more freely, and our spine can move more freely. So come down to your back, knees bent. And we're going to start at the bottom of our spine. So you're going to tuck your tailbone up, pressing through the heels and pressing through all the other bones in your back. You're going to roll your spine up one bone at a time, as high as you can, all the way to the base of the neck. That's possible. And then on the way back down, we're going to reverse that. So we're placing each bone individually back to the ground. So I'm going to hold my hips up as high as I can until the rest of my spine has made contact with the floor. This gets really tricky in those low back bones. They want to come on and off the floor in one piece. I want you to concentrate and move slowly to place each one back to the ground. Good. We're going to do this 2 more times. I want you to roll up, tuck the tailbone, push through the heels, push the upper back into the floor. One bone at a time, roll away from the floor. One bone at a time, roll back down to the floor, making small waves with our spine. Be like water. Good. One more time, press through the heels. Lift each bone one at a time, all the way to the top of the neck. And roll back down one bone at a time. Keep those hips high as long as possible until all those bones have come back down. Good. Go ahead and you can relax the feet. Maybe rock the knees side to side, start to wake up the hips a little bit. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and roll to your side and come on up to a seat. Just had to make sure everybody was still awake. See little heads popping up. All right, go ahead and I want you just to play around with your spine here and see all the different ways that you can move. You can create circles. You can move in both directions. Maybe you create little waves side to side, getting the neck and the shoulders involved. Good. Make small waves with your spine, however it feels good. Excellent. Good. All right, we're going to bring ourselves up into a squat position. So for this, it's not going to look maybe exactly like mine, okay? And if you can't get this low in your squat, that's fine. You can come up a little bit higher, or you can grab an object to place underneath your heels. So we want our heels to be flat to the floor. And if they aren't, then maybe you can grab a blanket, a pillow, a couple of books, maybe a pair of shoes to slide underneath those heels and give them a little bit of support. I want you to come as low as you can into this squat position. So this is our resting squat, okay? So it's here, my low back is getting some decompression, opening up that space. My hips are getting a strength workout, my knees are getting a strength workout, and my ankles are getting some strength as well. So we're just gonna hang out here for a second. If you need to take breaks at any time, go ahead and stand up, shake it out, and then just try to come back down into the position with us. So I want you to place your hands in the center together with your elbows resting on the inside of your knees. Okay. You're gonna bring your hands down, pushing the knees outward, and then bring them back up. So we're just gonna pulse with the knees, pushing out and in. And if this squat, again, is too difficult, you can find yourself a low stool, or maybe you sit on a chair and you prop your feet up somewhere to get those knees up above the hips, and you can still work this motion. So there's lots of ways to modify. We're just gonna keep pulsing in and out, pushing those knees out. Good, we're gonna go 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and on that last one, I want you to hold it open, lift your chest up. I want you to take a few deep breaths. Hold this position for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. If you need to stand up and shake it out, go ahead and stand up, shake out those legs. How are we feeling? Little burn going on? Remember, Lindsay, it's not about losing balance, it's about recovering it. Don't worry if you fall over. She's my sister, I can pick on her. All right, come back down into that squat. And this time we're gonna cross our hands in front. So this is gonna be a great one. Again, we're decompressing the low back, and we're getting a nice gentle twist in our hips. So cross your arms in front. I want that right arm over the left. So right arm is on top. You can hold on to the edges of your feet if you need a little support here. And we're gonna swing our arm, right arm up, twisting, looking towards our fingers at the top, and then bring it back down to your foot. Good, and we're gonna twist, reach, and look towards the top. Bring it back down to your foot. Good, we're gonna go 3 more. Lift, reach to the top, come back down. Good, with a straight arm, straight as possible, reach, look towards that hand. Come back. Good, and this last one, we're gonna hold it at the top a little bit longer. So for 10 seconds, I want you to reach, look towards that hand. We're gonna hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Good. And let's switch. Left hand over the right. Stay with me if you can. Let's go ahead and reach and twist to the top. Look towards that hand. Good, and bring it back down to the foot. Twist, look towards your hand up to the sky. Back to your foot. 3 more. Twist, reach high. Good, twist. Back to the foot. This last one, we're gonna hold again for 10 seconds. So reach, look towards that hand. Breathe deep into the belly. Good, eyes up. Let's hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back down. Good. Go ahead, stand up, shake out the legs if you need to. I'm gonna scoot you guys back so you can see me since now we're standing. All right. Again, go for some of those spinal waves. See how you guys can move, let the spine move around, get loose. Twist around, make those hips move. Be like water. Good. All right, we're gonna take a little trip to the zoo. I'm gonna teach you guys about the ostrich walk, okay? This is gonna be a great one. It's gonna create some strength all the way from the ankles into the low back. It's gonna help decompress our low back if we've got some pinching going on there. And it's great for our hips. So again, our hips are a point of mobility. Our low back is a point of stability. If our low back is too compressed or too weak from too much of our modern lifestyle, right? Our hips aren't going to move as well as they're supposed to, okay? And that's going to cause some pain on our knees, it's going to cause some pain on the rest of our back. So this is a great one if you are feeling a little like too much seated time, you need to add some strength into your day. So we're going to kick our right leg forward straight, and our left leg is going to bend. Your arms are going to reach and bounce towards your foot, and you're gonna come back up. So we're just alternating, extending one leg out in front, bending the leg behind, and reaching the arms forward as far as you can with that front leg staying straight. Good. And feel free to move about your room. And this is what we call the ostrich walk. And you can get that spine start to play. Maybe those arms start to flow a little bit more. Get creative with it. Try it backwards. Maybe you take a step backwards. Good. That blood pumping. Nice. Go ahead and take a break. Shake it out. And we're going to finish with a little bit of tempo work using that hold. So right leg again out in front, left leg bent. 10 times, we're going to bounce in place towards our front foot. I want you to think about keeping your nose lined up with your big toe. We're going to bounce 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you to hold and lift your toes up towards your nose. And we're going to hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Stand up, shake it out. And let's switch legs. Let's go left leg straight out in front, toes up towards the nose. Right leg is bent. Go ahead and bend at the hips and bounce towards your foot. Keep your nose lined up with your big toe. Let's bounce for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Lift those big toes up towards your nose. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Shake it out. Good. And we're going to finish with some gentle rotation on the hips and low back. So I want you to choose a foot distance, maybe just outside your hips. Feel free to go wider if you know you've got some pretty good mobility there. And then I want you to turn your toes inward just a bit so that the outside edges of your feet run parallel to one another. So your pinky toes should run parallel. Excellent. Hands on the hips. And I want you to shift your hips towards the left. So we're not going to allow our knees to bend in this. We're going to shift our hips to the left. We're going to push our hips to the right or to front and shift them over to the right and push them behind. So we're creating a circle. So left, forwards, right, and back, creating a circle with the hips. Good. When we shift to those sides, we don't want our hips to turn at all. So if you put your thumbs facing forward, we want those thumbs to stay parallel as well. And create circles with the hips. Nice. Let's go another 5, 4. Keep those knees straight. 3, 2, and 1, and change direction. Opposite direction. If you feel any stickiness in the hips, just slow down. Try to create a nice smooth circle. Good. We'll go another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those legs together, shake it out. Do a few more spinal waves, whatever you need to do to work it out. The head shaking. Kind of bounce up and down. Shake out the arms and legs. As loose as you can. Good. And then go ahead and inhale. I want you to rise those arms up above your head. Look up and maybe give yourself a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale and fall forward. And hang out at the bottom. Swing side to side. Let the head be heavy. Good. Bend at your knees just a little bit and then roll yourself up to a stand. Roll out those shoulders. And that's all I've got for movement for you guys today.